It was the kind of Chicago winter that polishes the city in glass. I'd just left a gala where the violins were showing off and the champagne was behaving. My driver idled. I waved him on. I wanted 10 minutes of unscripted air. Inside the hotel atrium, the chandelier hung like a crown in timeout. I ordered a French 75, lemon cut thin as a whisper, and slid onto a velvet banquette. That's when he appeared. Crisp coat, quiet eyes, the posture of a man who knows a door is something you open, not something you block. "Good evening," he said. No performance, just warmth that didn't spill. "Evening," I answered, keeping my voice the temperature of satin. He didn't rush the space. He asked if he could sit. I let the silence count to 3 and nodded. We traded harmless things: work, travel, the subtle art of leaving parties early with dignity. His laugh landed low, unforced. When I teased him about the moleskin in his pocket, he confessed he writes 5 lines whenever a room feels like a movie. "Is this a movie?" I asked. "Feels like one," he said, and then, my favorite, he looked at my mouth and returned to my eyes. Restraint is respectful, gentlemen. It tells the truth without touching it. I told him my rules. I don't chase, I choose. I don't do chaos, I curate. He listens like a man who collects meaning, not trophies. Snow began to feather the windows. He offered a walk to the lobby gallery, bright, quiet, safe. We strolled past canvases, stormy grays, a stubborn gold, and in front of one unruly painting, he turned to me with a question that felt like a hand extended across a small river. "What would make you feel beautifully seen right now?" "Ask permission," I said. He smiled, softened his shoulders, and, bless him, did exactly that. "May I fix the strand of hair trying to sabotage your crown?" "You may." 2 fingers tucked the coil behind my ear. Heat traveled with impeccable manners. I let my knuckles drift along his sleeve, cashmere, steady heartbeat underneath. Nothing graphic, nothing rushed. Just the kind of electricity that pays its bills on time. Back at the bar, he ordered a rye for himself and another French 75 for me, then waited for the piano to finish its phrase before speaking again. "Would you allow me to see you in daylight?" he asked. "Coffee. Tomorrow. 10. Specificity. Elegance." "Yes," I said. "Choose a table with generous light." He chose well. The next morning, he was already there, phone face down, smile that didn't audition. We traded rituals, my Wednesday photo to my mother, his habit of running when it rains. He remembered the lemon. I remembered his patience. Under the table, our knees found a conversation of their own. No script, just heat drawing a quiet line between us. When we stepped into the hallway to leave, winter light slipped over his shoulders like approval. He took a breath. "Permission?" he asked, barely more than breath. I moved closer, granting the inches. Yes. The kiss was not a storm. It was a promise written slow. The warmth of his mouth meeting mine, the respectful weight of his hand at my waist, present, not possessive. My fingers resting at his collar to feel the yes in his pulse. We paused. The world stayed still long enough to listen. "Dinner," he said. "No performance. 8 o'clock. I'll arrange quiet." "Arrange it," I answered, because I was already curating the next scene. That night, the restaurant bowed to us with soft lamps and a booth like a secret. We tasted words and red wine, traded truths with our voices low. When the check arrived, he asked, "How would you like to handle this?" I slid it toward him with a smile. "Tonight, you." He didn't treat it like a victory lap, only a privilege. Outside, the city exhaled steam. He offered his arm. I placed my hand in the warm crease and let the moment decide us. At my door, I took the key, then took my time. "I like how you wait for the music to end," I said. "I like how you choose your rooms," he replied. I opened the door. "Come in, we'll go slow." And we did. Grown, deliberate, private. The kind of closeness that fades to velvet when the camera would otherwise intrude. The kind that honors yes at every step and leaves the world outside to freeze without us. Gentlemen, that was my first. Not a novelty, not a headline, an alignment. He didn't have me. I invited him. There's a difference, and it's everything. If you're taking notes, choose clarity over cleverness, daylight over dim games, permission over presumption, and let chemistry bloom where respect is warm. Oh yeah, and what I mean by first is my first mature white man. I was in my prime, and it was lovely, full of unforgettable moments. If you want the uncut, extended version of this story, like, subscribe, and comment a heart.